Peace and alignment. It's your soul sister Michaela, and this is my life on earth. Not his story, but her story. If you're a returning subscriber, in the comments down below, please be sure to put the numbers 333. And if you're a new viewer, new subscriber, in the comments down below, please be sure to put the numbers 777. I really appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch my videos and look into my content. I put a lot of time and effort into my videos and my content, and I really just appreciate you taking the time to watch it, okay? We are at 92 subscribers, guys. Help me get to 100 subscribers. We are surpassing 100 subscribers. I am speaking that into existence. But you guys, go ahead and help me get to 100 subscribers right now. So today, guys, we are introducing a new playlist, okay? Super excited. I was working on this playlist for a long time, trying to get all the pieces and the vision and everything together, the insight, put it all together and make it a vision, okay? And that's what we did. So this Tea Talk playlist, guys, is going to be a playlist about videos that is basically the tea on me and my life. These are the untold stories. These are the stories that only a few people know about. These are the stories that I felt that if I share, you know what I'm saying, it will maybe help somebody have insight on things. It could inspire someone in some type of way. Either way, I just feel like I'm being of service by doing this tea talk, as well as it just feels like overall something that I'm moving in alignment with. Overall, I just basically share things that were transformative to me in my life on my journey, okay? So with every tea talk video comes some tea. Super excited, guys. So like I told you guys, herbs is like one of the first things that really drew to me on a deep soul level when I started my spiritual journey. So I've been working on recipes and just really just being so hands-on and creative and transformative and, you know, the alchemist when it comes to these herbs and flowers, etc., guys. So I will be drinking tea every time we have tea talk. It can be hot, it can be cold, whatever your preference is. Let me know in the comments down below, what's your preference to drink your tea? Do you like your tea hot or do you like your tea cold? And if so, why? Okay, let me know in the comments down below. My tea, I would say, is room temperature right now, because I didn't want it to be really, really cold because it makes the glass like really wet and nobody have time for that. Even though, however, I do like cold tea. I like tea any type of way, but I do like cold tea. This is room temperature. So it's not warm, it's not cold, it's just room temperature because I actually let it sit out for a sec before I made this video. So the tea that I am drinking today, guys, is THC infused tea. This is actually my first time making it for myself, okay? 10 out of 10 would recommend. I will be posting a video about this like in the near future, so definitely look out for that, and I'll let you guys know my process on that and just like basically this recipe that I put together and whatever. So welcome to Tea Talk, and today we are here with a hot topic, okay? Overall, guys, this video is to really introduce this playlist, but the topic that I will start off on this playlist, just really start off with letting you guys know where I'm at in my journey right now. You know, like recently, I would say like the last like I've already said, that this whole time has been a journey, okay? This whole time has been a journey, okay? However, you know, these last couple of weeks in December have been like super transformative. You know, we had a full moon. It was just a lot of energy. I don't even want to just specifically point out the full moon, but it was a lot that happened around a full moon for me. But it was just a lot of energy in December. And then like my readings, and I was just listening. A lot of people were just talking about, you know, the energy shifts and how we're going into an energy shift and like we're basically moving into a new dimension. It's like we're going through a portal. It's just so much. And I'm like, okay, so it's not just me. So let me just let you guys in on just a few like scenarios of what's been going on for me, and overall how I've been going through spiritual initiation and spiritual upgrade, like a spiritual upgrade on my natural gifts and abilities. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take a sip of tea, okay? Y'all, this recipe is really good, and I didn't put any honey in it, any type of sweeteners whatsoever. I didn't put any honey in it or any type of sweeteners whatsoever. Like the natural flavor of this tea is just so good. Okay. Okay. So let's chat. Now, what I mean by when I say spiritual initiation, right? So, like, it's just like when you go through initiation, you go through like a series of events or tests or trials to basically initiate yourself into a next level of being, you know? So it's kind of like, and I've definitely felt like I went through spiritual initiation many times before, like maybe a few times. You know, I wouldn't say this is my first time, but I would say for me, it's a spiritual initiation as a practitioner, as a light worker. You know what I'm saying? As a healer, like for me to really step into my power and for me to really, you know, fulfill my purpose and really step into those roles and not feel and stop continuing to like sit back and just think about it. Like it's not even that I feel like it's here. It's like that's me now. Like I can't. It's. I can try to explain this to you guys the best way possible, like I said, but this is just like that's just catching up with me now because I know I've been MIA for like 2 weeks, so I just want to catch up with you guys and let you know what's been going on and why. You know, before we get into these other hot topics. So let's just talk about something random. Just a quick event, guys. Me and my fiance. It's so funny because I know I be saying boyfriend a lot in these videos, guys. But like real life, I was engaged since last year, August. But like, we'll talk about that in another video. But anyway, me and my fiance was in a store and we were walking like straight down the aisle. You know, you're walking down the main aisle. You got your aisles on the right, your aisles on the left. We're walking straight and like right as we're approaching this aisle that's immediately on the right, like I'm on the left side, he's on the right. That's like right by the aisle. This girl is about to walk out. So I see her about to walk out. And like, I've done this before with like some like other people and just like, you know, in the spirit of moment, but like this time it was intentional. You know what I mean? So like she was about to come out and he was coming, and, you know, I think she had something in her hand or something. I didn't want them to like run into each other. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, I didn't want her to run into him. Like because she was moving fast. Like I could feel her energy and I didn't want her to like run into us. So it was just like a weird, like intentional, like stop. It was like a stop type of situation, you know? And she literally just stopped and looked at the shelf. It was so weird, guys. Like, I don't even like, I feel weird even like sharing this experience, but I just wanted to bring that up because that happened and it was intentional because, you know, I didn't want her to run into him. But it also was like a spur of the moment because it was like an instinct, you know, almost in general. I always know when someone's trying to contact me. Like, I've always known this in general, but like lately, like if you're trying to get in contact with me or you're thinking about me, like I'll either smell like you physically or smell something that you like or like something that I've smelled familiar to like me, us being together, or your name will come up, or I'll literally like think of you, or like, you know, I might mention your name or something and then you call me right immediately and be like, yeah, I was about to call you there or whatever. And I'm like, somehow I just like, you just popped in my head right before you wanted to reach out to me. It's been happening since I was younger, but now I would say it's like even more like, I would say the main thing with that specifically, guys, is that whatever I say now, I truly manifest. And I've like been watching readings and it's been saying like in general, guys, you know, like I'm a Virgo, so I'll watch Virgo readings and like I'll watch my sun, moon, rising, but I'll watch Virgo readings, of course, you know. So, but they've been saying, you know, like we have to like really remember that like we manifest what we want in our lives. Like remember the power within your voice. That's for everyone. Remember the power within your voice of who you are, the power of intention, okay? So it's like I've been setting intentions, not only just speaking it. For me, I would say right now, if I write something down or type something on my phone, it's going to happen. And I like took a pause because the energy was just like just now. But like, I'm not even trying to be like, I just want y'all to like feel how serious I am about the fact like stuff is really happening that I've written down and said like shortly after I've done it. And I don't know if that's because like in general, like my connection with self and like I said, tapping into my powers more is like more strongest to where, like I said, I've always been a type, like, I'll have my mindset on something. Like right now I have my goals, I know where I want to go, you know what I'm saying? I know, and not that I know where I'm going to go, I know my journey, I know my purpose. I know what goals I have, I'm creating plans. I know a plan for specific things. So it's like, I have clarity on my life as into where I am right now. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, tea break. To like actually, be like, this is something I need to do. Write it down, set the intention in it. But it's not even just setting the intention, guys, and saying what you want, or just like, it's setting the intention and putting the energy into it, some way, shape, or form. So it's like, okay, I say I want I'm like, okay, this is my intention to get this. So I'm going to write it down. I'm going to say it. I'm going to put in the action to say, like, what is a couple steps that I could do to move forward to getting that, aka your plan. So it's kind of like, that's overall, just remember, guys, that there's power in intention, and just be intentional about everything you're doing. Have pure intention and have faith that the intention that you're setting is going to happen. Okay? That's really important too as well. Like, my understanding of things is just strengthening to the point where it's like, I don't care what anyone thinks. I don't care what anyone feels or like how they feel about, me or how I'm living my life. It's just like, my journey is working out for me. You guys, another thing, I've started watching readings in March of 2021. Where I'm filming this video January 2022. You guys, literally all the way up until December, I lie to you not, that every single reading that I've watched, especially the ones that really struck something, the ones that, brought the emotions or really hit you or brought insight, clarity, really made that light bulb go off. Those moments you don't forget. And then it's like, as you keep going, the readings keep aligning with where you're going and whatever growth and effort or whatever test and outcome you had from before. You just keep going, and the readings align with where you're going and what direction you decided to go in. And okay, well, you're going to go in this direction. This is just some advice to navigate going that way. Or you thinking about doing this? This is just some advice on doing that. You don't have to listen to it. It's not saying like it's specifically for you, because like I said, then David resonates for you. But if it resonates, that's letting you know right there. These are like literally, and I already told you guys, I'm very clear audience, so I get my messages through frequency. So having my reading, sometimes it's like clear speaking. Like, there's only so much that you can say, oh, confirmation kills all of the doubt ever. So if you ever got any doubt about, or if you're like, I don't know, and when that confirmation come and it hit 1 and 1, don't try to deny it, because that's just what it is. Okay. So another thing I want to tell you guys about is I recently lifted a veil of energy off a specific area, like a town. This specific area, town, guys, it is actually the area that I am staying in currently. As you guys can see, I have a new setup. We moved some things around. We're sitting, we're growing and we're evolving. There's so much more to come. So definitely stay tuned for that if you haven't. If you're a spiritual being having a physical experience and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified anytime I post a new video. Give this video a thumbs up, drop something down in the comments, and share with a friend, guys. I really appreciate you taking out the time to watch my video, and I'm almost to 100 subscribers, so let's get to 100 subscribers, guys. Okay, guys, so yes, this area that I'm staying in, I lifted the veil of an energy that was just like, basically it was like a spell. Let me just be honest with you. It was a spell put on an area, which I would say, I wouldn't even say if it was more areas than none. Like, there could be more areas. I'm not saying your specific area has one. Please listen to me with discernment, and I'm not going to go there. The word almost came out of me. But please listen to this video with the discernment, and listen to everything I say with discernment. You know what I mean? Like, be able to decipher different things. But overall, like I said, this area that I'm staying at currently has a veil of, it was basically a spell with a veil of very heavy energy. Like, that's why I said veil, because it was such heavy energy of just suppression and like basically a certain type of movement. It was almost like it was made for everybody in this area to think a specific way, act a specific way, or only be on go mode, only be on focused on the things of the physical, what you need to work on, whatever. So I really started feeling that when I was staying here, and then I realized that my energy, I had to like work harder to do like basic things because I'm an empath, so I feel really deeply around me. I realized that I had to like really pull myself to like do little small things that I do, that I can do three at a time, multitask three at a time. So I was like, okay, something's up. So I started noticing that. And then like in the midst of all this, guys, we have healing, we have shadow work going on. Like I said, I'm currently in a new area. Like this, it's just, we have a lot going on right now. So I'm like, okay, on top of that, just feeling this. And then there's just this overwhelming fatigue, tired from just how heavy, like y'all, that's just how heavy the energy is. Like if you're an empath, I hope you feel me right now. Like it was just so heavy, and I'm really happy to be where I'm at right now. And you know, the fact that I was able to channel that energy and to that I was capable of, you know, lifting a veil off an area that is only going to cause stagnancy. So so basically, guys, we were just driving into the town one time, like on the way home, and I just really was feeling it that day. I don't know what it was, and then I just really channeled. I like really just breathe. I just like gave myself a deep breath, and I really just went within. I went into the void, and I just channeled, and I just physically set the intention and visualize myself lifting the veil off of this area and this space to promote forward movement, diligence, to banish stagnancy, depression, anxiety, procrastination, because that's all the feelings that were just from that veil in general. So after I did that, guys, literally the next day, it just seemed like it's been more sunny since then. It feels really good outside. Like it actually rained, you know, it cleansed. That was really exciting because it actually haven't rained in a long time. So that was like, okay. So you guys, that was like very moving for me because after I did it, I felt like I knew I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I basically I did the whole act played out, and it was just like, okay, gather yourself, you know, because if anybody knows and you do any type of channeling or whatever, or you channel, or you use any type of energy, it's kind of depending on the state of your body or what you have going on and the food you eat and what state you're in and all this other stuff will determine. I feel like this is personal experience for me, will to determine what will be the outcome after I use such energy in such manner. Okay, so that day it made me kind of tired. I wasn't too tired, but I was just overall rejoiced that, you know, I'm stepping into my power and I'm really taking charge, and I'm no way, shape, or form, no matter where I'm at, where I go, what I'm doing, will I ever, you know, not challenge myself in the forward movement of my spiritual growth, because that's what's ultimately important to me. So next, we're just going to briefly touch over the fact that, yeah, I already told you guys, clairaudient frequency. I go through this is the second wave of this. I don't know if I talked about this in a previous video. I think I made a short about it or a TikTok, but I don't know if I talked about this in a previous video. But guys, when it comes to my ears, like I go through certain time periods. I don't know if the frequency level, the airways be blinging real high. We have real high volume activity during this time, because it's almost like literally my ears are just, it's like a hovering noise just in my ears, like and it's not even just that, but that was the close that, like, that's I feel like it's a good representation close of one of the sounds that I hear. And that's just like after that noise comes in, when it's like a consistent amount of just constant frequencies going through my ears, you know what I'm saying? So I'll hear that noise, that hovering in my noise, or that noise will come in every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? But the ringing in my ears, like my ears just have been really sensitive lately. Like I just can hear very clearly. I won't even say it's not even sensitive. It's not even just ringing anymore. Like, guys, I'm hearing full blown talking again, more prominent like I did when I was younger. And it's like I always hear talking, but like, guys, this is like actual channeled messages, okay? Like, and like I told you guys before, I'll get this over time. But it almost feels as if like I control it now. So let's start off. Let's just say for overall of everything I'm saying, these are things that I've always experienced. These things that always happen to me along my journey as I'm noticing since I've tuned in and became more consciously aware of them. This is on another level of me saying that like I'm gaining control of them. I have more control of my emotions. I'm like this close to almost having full control of my emotions on a deeper level of different things. You know what I'm saying? And I feel I have more control over my gifts and my abilities and how I use them and when I want to use them and how they come in and, coming up with different systems. That's where I'm at right now. I've been doing a lot of deep healing, and I feel like honestly the upgrades and the another level of initiation came with the real deep healing that I've been doing these past. Like, and I wouldn't even say all of it is voluntary. Everybody on this journey, you could just be chilling one day and then the next day is just like trauma. So yeah. I've been doing a lot of deep healing with things that, the things that you didn't think, they happen. You're like, okay, yeah, you got to keep going, because at the end of the day, you got to keep going, right? But you still have to deal with it. You allow yourself to feel, you know what I'm saying? To really be grateful for those experiences and to take from them, in a positive light of how can I learn from this and how can I use this going forward? Like when I'm in this situation again, I won't, result to the same emotions, and I won't react in an emotional way from the way that this situation played in the past. But however, I have experience on, I have knowledge on, a better way of navigating, and I have a better connected in tune and intuition with already knowing, if that makes sense. Ooh, that makes sense to me. I hope that makes sense to y'all. Put in the comments down below if that makes sense. So that is it for today's Tea Talk. I just wanted to introduce the playlist. I hope you guys enjoy this playlist. We have many videos to come. You guys know I have different if you haven't, check out the description down below. I have my social medias now attached to the description, so you can contact and reach out to me there. And you guys, I hope you guys are excited for the new content that I have coming in. If you haven't, check out my other playlist, because there will be new videos added there soon as well. And that's it for today's Tea Talk, guys. And I will see you guys next time. Cheers.